This is a live look at the Vatican, where early this morning, Pope Francis's body was moved here inside St. Peter's Basilica. He will lie in state there for 3 days as the public goes in to pay their respects. Saturday morning, a funeral will be held for the Pope at St. Peter's Square. And then, in accordance with his will, the late pontiff will be buried in Rome's Basilica of St. Mary Major. On or after May 6th, a conclave will start to elect a new pope. In that process, 138 of the 252 cardinals worldwide will vote on who should lead the Catholic Church next. Voting will continue until a 2/3 majority is reached. The Vatican uses a stove to burn ballots, with black smoke indicating inconclusive voting. White smoke from the chimney will indicate a new pope. WRAL traveled with Pope Francis when he visited the U.S. and Cuba. Revisit his comments to Congress, to the United Nations, and the TED Talk he gave about tenderness. Find those clips and more on WRAL.com.
Well, Catholic history and traditions really framing what is the second station in the funeral rites for a Pope Francis, being remembered as someone who was humble, caring, a champion of the poor, and one of the church's most progressive leaders. The faithful now getting their chance to say a personal goodbye. Thousands waiting in line just to get a few seconds inside St. Peter's Basilica. That line at times stretching for more than 5 hours, more than an hour waiting once inside the Basilica for that special moment.
There's kind of just a mixture of emotions. I mean, I'm anxious a lot walking in. It's such a surreal place, and it's very holy, and seeing the body and just remembering everything that he stood for is very important. So.
Francis's body will lie in state until Friday evening, 7 o'clock local time. That casket will be closed, and the funeral, of course, will be the next day on Saturday, as well as the burial. And then the cardinals here get to the work of selecting his successor. Now, the earliest the conclave could convene would be May 6th. It has to happen between the 15th and 20th day after a pope's death, and so the 6th would be the earliest they could come together. The longest conclave in modern history, or at least in the 20th century, was 5 days. That's how long it lasted. As for when Francis was elected, that happened just a day after the conclave began in 2013. That is the latest right now from here at the Vatican. I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.